How would you describe yourself in the workplace?
Highly motivated. Always motivated. I'm just the one that the leaders can count on in terms of if they need someone who is reliable, trustworthy to get the job done. My previous boss will be like, oh, my former workplace will be like, oh, Tolu, please just switch off your laptop, go home, go and spend time with your family. Like, with the please just shut down, go and rest. You need to spend time with the fam, you know. So because I would just say, oh, anything, even my current workplace, I'll tell my career leader, if you need anything, just count on me. Like, if you need me for anything, I'm not the one that they will give you a task. I'll say, no, I'm running from task. No, just give me, I'll do it. Like, so I'm someone who my leaders can rely on, can count on. I'm self-motivated. I don't need any words of motivation to get the job done. I'm always there. And in terms of collaboration, I collaborate a lot, like, you know, working cross-functionally with different teams, with senior stakeholders. I'm just that person who, you know, irrespective of the task, you still find me smiling and just, so I think I get well with, like, all my colleagues. Like, I'm not in the workplace to compete. Like, you know, some people just see it as, I have couple of friends that in the workplace is a battle, like they are battling each other, sending emails against colleagues, people are fighting each other. There was my colleague that was like, oh, Tolu, my friend did something to me, and she said she asked ChatGPT to ask her how to respond to that colleague, and ChatGPT told her what to say, and she copied and pasted, like, in the workplace. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, why do you need to ask ChatGPT before? Like, is it that deep? Or but for me, I don't see work from the lens of competition, because I'm also focused. I know where I'm going, and these are not my rivals. I believe in teamwork. Like, as a team, we need to have that, you know, team spirit. Everybody working well together for the common good. Yeah. So I don't see work as a competitive sport whereby we are fighting each other, we are trying to outshine each other. No, I just see from a point of view that, we are all here to collaborate for the overall good of the team. Yeah, so you won't see me in that sort of scenario fighting my colleagues via email, like, you know, exchanging mails to show that one person is superior. Yeah, so for me, but basically, I just like a great team environment where everybody is putting, chipping in their own part. And so for me, in the workplace, I'm just that one who is highly motivated. And like at my last workplace, I was doing all the data analysis, even though that was not my remit. But my boss, anything data, he would also call on me because I have data analysis experience. So even I was getting paid for one job description, but I ended up doing multiple things. I was my boss's like special advisor if there were any other issues. So like even like he wants to put some things up, to help me do this. I was like his personal assistant as well. So I wasn't getting paid for that. So but just that multi, I can do a lot of things. But just always with a smile on my face as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic you say that, because I can definitely relate once again. When I tell people that I'm an introvert at work, they're always like, you this same Lebo that you can speak to stakeholders like they're your friends that you go to the pub with, like, but you keep it professional and everything. You're very well spoken. I don't know how I was able to do it, but it was something that I needed to do. To come out of my shell. And it's helped me tremendously, not just from my professional side, but also creatively. Because it's opened doors. Just speaking to people. Being friendly, being cordial with people has helped a lot. And then the stakeholder management, to touch on that point, has played a pivotal role in my ability to progress upwards professionally. And it's something whereby, because a lot of people, I find that when they speak to some of these senior managers, etc., it's almost like there's a fear. But for me, it's like, they're just people.
There are people like us. They were once in our shoes as well.
That's it, exactly. So, as long as you're professional, you can have a little bit of banter. Sometimes you have to test with some people to see where the line is. And as long as you get to that, and oftentimes they're the ones who actually want you to be a bit more open and not keep things so straight and narrow. because they understand that yes, their position is important in the business,
Yeah.
but they're people as well.
Yeah.
You know, you don't speak to them like you're speaking to a robot.
Yeah.
Bring some emotion, bring
Yeah.
some personality
Yeah.
to what you do, and
Yeah.
they enjoy those interactions
Yeah.
more. Even if, you know, I have so many examples, but in the current project that I'm on, there's this one manager who, she's a senior stakeholder, and every time I get on a call with her, it's like we're best friends,
Yeah.
right? And I remember my manager saying to me that she's never seen anybody interact with that stakeholder
Oh, wow.
in the way that I do with her.
Wow.
And the thing is, it's a very deliberate act on my part, because I'm trying to show you that, listen, I'm coming to you because I need your help.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not trying to be an impedance as well.
Yeah.
You know, because the work has to get done.
Yeah.
But it's more effective if we're on the same page
Yeah.
on one thing,
Yeah.
right? As far as the social interaction. But even if there's a disagreement, we can disagree amicably.
100%.
Whereas I've seen some people where it's almost like they take it personally
Yeah.
that the senior stakeholder disagrees with their the way that they've arrived at a particular conclusion.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the antithesis of working together, because ultimately the work needs to get done.
Yeah.
So why not at the same time remain professional,
Yeah.
cordial, and then some friendliness in there as well if need be, you know. So that's how my whole philosophy. I don't do anything special. I just speak to these people as though they're just regular people, because ultimately that's what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, they hold a higher, a more important position, if you will.
Yeah.
But they're just people, man.
And they started from
They started
from
where
somewhere
we started as well.
Yeah. So I will get there as well someday. So
exactly.
And we will not be gods. We won't be like, oh, there it is when we get there as well. We'll just have our normal selves.
That's it, man. That's it. You know, that the whole. I've never been one for, you know, when you put people, you pigeonhole people, and you put them into these square boxes where it's like, oh, no, don't speak to them.
Yeah.
That person, it's whatever. You can just talk to them anyhow.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Speak to everybody the same.
Yeah.
And then if you need to be serious with this person, then fine. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you treat that person in that position differently than this person.
Yeah.
That's my whole philosophy.
100%.
You know,
100%.
and
treat everyone equally. No one is more human than the other person.
Exactly. And what I've found is stakeholders tend to appreciate that. You know, you're not scared of them because of their position.
Yeah.
You can just speak to them and articulate what the issue is without being overly fearful.
Yeah.
You know, there's a respect there, of course.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I said, they're just
Well,
people.
When I was talking today, I didn't look at their titles.
No, I don't. I don't.
I didn't care about that because you just have to see yourself from that place. So we are all colleagues.
Yeah,
we are not looking at it from the this is a senior director. No, we are all colleagues. No matter your job title, we are all colleagues.
Yeah.
I need something from you, please. Respectfully, please, can I get this? And even there was this particular stakeholder. I said, oh, please, I need this sort of evidence to close out a finding, and it was like, he's not yet ready, this, that. I said, I will check back in 1 week. So when he knew, like, because I had to tell him I'm coming back. So even if you are telling me now that he's not yet ready, I will still come and ask you in a week from now. So he gave it to me that day. Because, and he was a senior director. But I just had to let him know that, I will be back again. Yeah, you are telling me he's not yet ready. But when he saw that, just like, let this guy get off my back.
That's it.
Yeah, but if you are fearful, like, he said he's not yet ready, because he's senior director, I can't, no. You have to interact. You have to interact. You have to do your job, irrespective of the job title. I don't see their titles when I'm working with senior stakeholders.
Oftentimes, I don't even know what position they are in necessarily. I know that they're in this meeting because they're the people that can help.
Yeah.
But I don't know what their title is.
Yeah.
I just speak to them friendly.
Yeah.
You know, try to, maybe 1 or 2 jokes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, again, they're just people, man.
Yeah, they are humans.
They're just human beings.
Yeah.
You know, they have their own personalities. They have their own things going on. Just keep it professional.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
What I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me ask you this. Are there days you wake up and feel tired of a 9-to-5 job? And have you ever contemplated resignation? And based off the back of that, what is your view on building a career as a creative?
To be fair, there are days I think for every creative, there are days you just want to be on your own And the whole idea is to be able to like build your hustle to a point, or your own business to a point whereby you can, you know, you can eat off it, you can pay other people through that business, and also be well grounded in that business venture. Yeah, so I think that's the dream of every creative. It's good to like, although while I love my job within financial crime compliance, and I think even I've always had that goal like for years, that I wanted to rise to the pinnacle of my career within the financial services sector. So I don't know in the future if I would like, I think I've invested a lot in that as well. So I feel like it's still an area I want to grow in. So even though while I may be thinking, oh, maybe leave 9 to 5, but I'm feeling like it's something I want to also really be successful in. So I don't know, but I think it's a dream of every creative to like stand on their own, see what they created, come to life. Like even like now I have volunteers that, you know, worked for me in the past. I've had like paid employees. Now I have people that I'm still paying who are on my own payroll as well. So that's the dream of every business, no matter how small. Like start small, hoping that someday too you can start paying other people, let people also benefit off. So if we are all taking salaries, who will create the jobs? So so we as entrepreneurs as well, if we create the jobs, people will work for us. They get, like now a lot of people even want to work for free. And I remember those days too, when I wanted to be like, in my own career, I could take on the job just to get the experience, to be fair. Like I'm that kind of a person. Like the way I kept bothering some leaders that's my life. I'll do it for free. Because I know where I'm going to. So I also see that in the wider society as well. A lot of people who want to work for free just to get the experience, to get out there as a leverage to get the bigger jobs in the future. So but for me, and in terms of the previous experience I told you about, whereby when I smelt bias and discrimination, I resigned. And for me, I don't see a big deal. I've resigned from so many jobs. Or whilst working as a data analyst, I resigned from that job. So even in the industry, you leave one job to the other. So, but in terms of maybe when you see that the conditions are not favorable, for me, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, it's okay to leave a job, and it's not the end of the world. And people say, why did you leave a job? This, that. I ever had a friend, they were like, oh, will you sue your last employer? I'm like, sue them for what? My boss was even though we had issues, like, he was a really good guy. He was just nice to me, like, generally. So it's not like a personal war. I just think those convictions did not match. Because as a leader, I don't want people to remind me of, oh, if all these people are in my team, I can't keep ignoring one person. It's just not right. It's just not right. So, but on every other level, it wasn't not like he did anything wrong to me. It was just a personal decision. And for me, I'm a man of convictions. Like, there are just some things that, like I said, I remember I wrote a poem around the blue tick, Elon Musk on X, and I said, I'm not going to pay for it, even though it's affected my visibility on that platform. But because it was just although at times you have convictions, you can change your mind over time. But I said, for now, it's been years now, I stood my ground. I said, I'm not going to pay for the blue tick. I've not paid for it yet. So I'm like a man who stands on convictions. Like, if I believe in something, most likely I will stand on that hill. And if I have to change my mind, because over time you may want to change your mind, you can believe in something today, tomorrow maybe you have a different view, that's still perfectly fine. So, but as a creative, especially many creatives, the creative side does not really pay their bills. So if you have to build a career so that you don't go hungry, please just build that career. Don't be too proud and be like, oh, I've written this number of books. Because for me, I think what it does for you is that when you build a career, you don't depend on people. Like, I can't say, oh, Lebo, you've not bought my books, I'm fighting you, this, that, because I'm not really hungry in that sense. So I think it removes that burden of being like, because when you are a full-time creative and the creative side doesn't really fulfill the obligation of paying your bills or meeting your needs, then it could lead to frustration. So for me, I always say that please just get a job
to keep things going.
Just keep. And when you develop that creative side to an extent, then, and for some people, they may just want to be on that creative side 100%. Then by all means, by all means necessary, go for it. If it's working for you, why not? But
Yeah.
for people like us that we still need the big paycheck from our the other side, the career that we built.
Yeah.
I don't see that as a problem.
Yeah, you know, and to touch on that, building a career as a creative is it's not something that's easy, because you mentioned something earlier that was very poignant, which is you can't beat the establishment.
Yeah, you can't. You can't win against them.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't. It would take a seismic shift for things to change to whereby you can go against the establishment.
Yeah.
And even then, you'd have to have more than half, let's say, of the establishment on your side.
Yeah.
And even then, with all the interests, it's just not possible.
You know, it's a lot.
Ultimately, it's not.
You can't win. There was this guy on LinkedIn. They called out JP Morgan. Like, let me just name drop. He called out JP Morgan on LinkedIn. The black guy called them out for racism and did all of that. And we were like, please take this, like, take this post down, because it's even like going to be like a signal to future employers as well. Come on, this guy that's already, you want to fight like JP Morgan, you can't win this war. You can't. So it's just pointless. Like, it's okay for people to speak out. Yeah, we're encouraging people to speak out, but there are some wars that you can try, you can do all of that. But to be fair, like, from my own experience, there's no, I don't want to go against my leader. So I'd rather just leave the job than start going into back and forth. So but the future, the lesson for me is that in the future I won't do any back, like I won't even go, like, I just leave you. Whatever you're doing in your own lane, just leave it to your own lane. I just take my own lane. Whatever, I don't even need anything from you. I'm not even in the place anymore to say, oh, I need you to spotlight me or do anything. Just do your own job, I do my own job, and everyone is cool. So because when you expect, I think it's all about expectations. When you put people on the pedestal, then you have some expectations from them. But now I don't really expect anything from anybody. I'm just there, do my job, do my thing. And and everybody's on that level. I do my job, you do your job, we respect each other. So go against the establishment, man, they're going to bruise you.
It's not something that I would advise to anybody, man. I think, you know, there were some aspects of the way things are done that you might be able to change. You know, especially if that particular aspect it was designed for a time that is not today. What I mean by that is they may still have some practices within that aspect.
19th century practice in the 21st century.
Exactly. As an example, somebody who's trying to get into motorsport photography. In order for you to get the experience for trackside, there are certain things that you have to do in order to get media accreditation. You have to have your insurance and etc. And also just common sense, because motorsport is dangerous, right? So you have some establishments that they don't allow anybody that isn't working for a publication to get that experience, right? So the question now becomes, where are they supposed to get the experience? Because these are the places they'll be working at when they are professional. There's no other place they can go and get that experience.
100%.
So if you're not allowing these people based on your rules from 1970, whatever, because at that time, the only people that were doing this were professionals, right? And then they had their trainees as well. So even though they were professionals, they had their trainees. Now it's very different. Like I said to you earlier, getting into motorsports, there's no path. The photography side of it, there's no path. So you have to figure your way out. And the least that some of these venues can do is give people access who have gone about it the right way. They have the insurance. They keep turning up. So why do you keep turning them away when they now ask for, they're not even asking to be paid. They're just asking for access. That's all they're asking for. And these venues, because of archaic rules, they don't want to give you the access. So those are some of the things that I think can be changed. And you can put measures in place to make sure that you mitigate as much risk as possible. You know, we do risk assessment all the time within our roles. So, you know, you have to take things on a risk-based approach as opposed to just a blanket. Imagine if in our world, all of our customers are high risk.
Yeah.
Everyone. We're just gonna say everybody's high risk.
Yeah.
How's that gonna work?
Yeah.
How's that treating the customer fairly?
100%.
Do you understand? So that's why I say within that world, basically, if you're not working for a national publication, you are automatically high risk.
Yeah.
But it's like, but you haven't assessed.
Yeah.
I've got documents and dossiers that can prove to you that I've done this at other venues.
Yeah.
Just because I work independently doesn't mean that I'm any less qualified.
100%.
But your rules and your policies say because I'm not employed, I'm not qualified.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it's archaic.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but it's something that, you know, hopefully, and it's not just in my world, it's in almost every aspect of life.
Yeah, the ones 100 years experience were where who will give, if you keep asking for experience, where will people find the experience?
There you go. You have a junior role that's advertised, but they want 5 years experience.
Yeah, from where will people get the experience from?
Yeah, for a junior role.
Just give people the chance.
That's it. So yeah, great insight as usual. So let me ask you this. In the past, have you called yourself a struggling poet, but in real terms with a flourishing career, wouldn't it be incorrect to call you struggling? In net worth terms, what are you really worth?
One book away from becoming a millionaire. one bestseller away from becoming a multi-millionaire. Yeah. That's the mentality. And that's one thing for a creative. You have one bestseller. You have just one shift. You just need a shift. You need a change in your trajectory. A book, you might sleep today and tomorrow. Even it might be a title on your backlist. Something just propels you. Someone buys, someone reviews. It goes viral, something happens, you're a multi-millionaire. So as a creative, never say never. Never say never.
Yeah.
As a creative, never ever give up, because even might be your book, even like I think as a creative who has written and published so many books, even some of my old books, like when I go out to book fairs, events, at times I will never say the recent titles is the older books on the backlist. So as a creative, don't ever give up. Never say never. You can. So my philosophy is I'm just one book or one bestseller or just one shift away from becoming a multimillionaire. Like it's not about funds in your bank account or your investment funds, all of that. Your network, your real network as a creative. Just keep showing up. Keep doing your thing. Yeah. It doesn't matter when you wrote that song or look at the case. There was this Nigerian musician, Afrobeat artist. He dropped a song, I think it was 2015-16. Lami Yama, the Baka prodigy, danced to the Baka superstar, danced to the song in last year. The song went viral all over the world. Yama was just a kid when that guy dropped the song, like the Nigerian singer. Imagine having the viral song off the back of a song you wrote in 2015. Yeah. So as a creative, don't ever give up. It might be Dead Cat Dome, it might be Inferno, it might just be one of those older titles that someone would just see or that will just come back into the limelight. And so for me,
it's I think that's you hit the nail on the head there, because the main thing is just keep turning up. Keep creating your body of work, because I have seen it in my own career on the creative side, where I'm just turning up. I don't necessarily know the people there. In fact, I'm not really even interested. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. Eventually, somebody who was senior, high up in terms of the management at one of the venues, recognized my work, and he was very happy with the quality of work I was doing. He reached out to one of my friends and said, "Who's that guy? Wow. He's always turning up. I always see him with you. Wow. And I like what he does. Can you give me his number? I need to speak to him." Wow. I get on the phone, and it's the senior manager of this venue. Wow. And he's saying, "Listen, I'm not promising anything, but I want to send your stuff to some of our internal department to see what we can, Nothing ever came of it, but the fact is he recognized my work and enjoyed it. Why? Because I kept turning up, kept showing up. So
keep creating those works.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep creating, keep creating. That's the legacy. Even for me, I feel like I'm not even big on, some people just want to be seen on social media and all of that. I believe more in enduring works. And that comes from keep creating, keep turning up, keep showing up, keep doing your thing, keep producing. Your legacy is much more defined than someone who is just viral.
Yes.
A viral sensation
Yes.
of this time. When they're talking about the people who shaped the literary era of that time, who shaped the film and cinematic and photography era of that time, you'll be in the conversation. They won't say, oh, they won't remember those who went viral. They won't remember the controversial ones. They remember the people who produced, the people who created. So for me, I think it's more important to create than to just be looking for virality.
Yeah. Virality can help, but if you already have a back catalog of excellent stuff that maybe didn't get the reach that you maybe wanted, then that can catapult your career then. But if you just have 15 minutes of fame,
and that's
you're
it.
viral,
and
there's nothing else.
You
know, because then you try to build a career of your 15 minutes of fame, but there's nothing else to back up. You don't have any body of work or anything that people can go back and review and say, oh, actually, there's a lot more here. No, it was
so
just
people go
that.
viral, but they have nothing to even sell.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they're just showing, oh, this belongs to my friend. This, they've gone viral, but nothing to show, nothing to make profit off of the virality as well.
Exactly, yeah. So I think it's important to have a body of work. Keep turning up, keep showing up. For me, that's my philosophy. You know, everywhere I go, I put in 100%, because it's, at the end of the day, it's my pride as well. Okay, what underpinning strategy helped you rise within financial crime compliance in the UK, as this may be useful for those who are just starting out?
I think I've mentioned that before. So just in the place of preparation, be ready, and when the opportunities come, you are ready to, get those opportunities. So be alive in the place of preparation, and so that when the opportunities come, you are ready for those opportunities. And I think that's my major philosophy.